Okay po. So, good morning everyone. Okay, is my presentation visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, on our previous discussions on the introduction of basic driving education, so I have discussed all about what is better driving. So, for the purpose of recording, so I will briefly discuss again somehow, para may review na rin. So after completing this lesson, students will be able to understand the nature of basic driving and its principle. So you must able to familiarize on the areas concerning the lesson. So our specific objectives after this lesson is first, define what is driving. Second, motivate and encourage all motorists, motor vehicle owners, and driver's license applicants to not just read but put into practice what you he or she has learned. Next, produce quality drivers and responsible motorists. Put order on the road for a better transportation system in the Philippines and understand vehicle registration. So, last meeting, we have defined what is driving. So, accordingly to the text, driving is the controlled operation and movement of a land operation. So, meaning it includes cars, motorcycles, and buses. We focus on land transportation, excluding aeronautical, excluding water, which is the seafarers or naval. So permission to drive on public highways is granted based on a set of conditions being met, and the drivers are required to follow established road and traffic laws in the location they are driving. So yung word na driving, it has etymology dating back to the 15th century, and it has developed as what driving is encompassed, which changed from working animals in the 15th to automobiles in 1800s. So, although it was started in 1500s, basically ang automobile was revolutionized in 1800s. As you remember, the first race or the first tour was made by Bertha Benz in 1888. Ano? So, driving skills have also developed since the 15th century with physical, mental, and safety skills being required to drive. So this evolution of the skills required to drive have been accompanied by the introduction of driving laws, which relate to not only the driver but the drivability of a car. So yung term na driver, it was originated in 15th century, which referring to the occupation of driving working animals. So yun yung nagmula. So syempre, ang nagdadrive kasi noong unang panahon ay mga hayop. Ano, yung mga kalabaw, baka sa Pilipinas. And then sa ibang bansa, ang pinaka-common ay yung mga horses, camels, ano, sa mga Middle East. And then, like a pack or drop horses, as what stated. So it later applied to electric railway drivers in 1889 and motor car drivers in 1896. So mas nauna yun sa mga train. Ano. So the world's first long-distance road trip was made in 1888 by Bertha Benz, which drove a Benz patent motor wagon from Mannheim to Pforzheim, Germany. Sa Germany, unang naganap yung first long-distance road trip. So, yon. And then, driving requires both physical and mental skills. So, nowadays, sabi ko nga sa inyo nung last meeting, uh, dr- uh, having a driver's license is not a right, it's a privilege rather, sorry, no grammar. So when you say privilege, it must be acquired and you must meet the requirements so that you can get a license. So when you are not physically and mentally fit, so pwede siyang bawiin anytime. Kasi pag pinag-usapan ng license, we are pertaining more on safety, ano, as well as understanding of the rules of the road. So, kailangan you should able to read and write kasi may mga signs and symbols na kailangan ay babasahin. So in many countries, drivers must pass practical and theoretical driving tests to obtain a driving license. So in some areas kasi yung mga automotive signs and symbols or traffic signs and symbols, aside from using signs and symbols, instead of symbols, they're using text. Kaya kailangan marunong bumasa at sumulat. So physical skills required for driving include, syempre, the first one, proper hand placement. So meron tayong degree-degree. So, di ba, it's 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock position ng hands. O kaya naman ay 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock yung position ng hands. So, hindi advisable yung mataas yung position ng hands which is 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Ano? And then some drivers, kung professional na, so nagwa-one hand. So, pag baguhan, hindi na-advise na mag-one hand on driving. So, physical skills, syempre yung proper hand placement yung isa. Second, gear shifting, especially when you are driving a manual type vehicle or the MT vehicle, the manual transmission vehicle. So, next, pedal operation, commonly meron tayong two applications or ano, kasi nga may manual at saka automatic. Yung manual, ang ginagamit lang na pa is isa. Ay, sorry. Yung automatic, yung ginagamit lang na pa is isa. Hindi pwedeng dalawa. While in manual, so dalawang paa natin ginagamit for clutch, ano, for clutch. And then, steering, braking, and operation of ancillary devices. So mental skills involve hazard awareness. When you are a driver, you should be physically and mentally aware on upcoming hazard. So that's why kailangan nga when you are a beginner, kailangan ang tingin mo ay malayo. And then aside from that, you should recognize the hazard as early as possible to avoid collision or to avoid any type of accident. Also, in terms of decision making, so meaning when you are approaching a vehicle, you should able to estimate whether you will stop or whether you will go. So, yun lang naman yung ang decision making. Commonly, and then, ano pa, decision making in terms of driving. Kung iiwasan mo, you will go aside when you are approaching any vehicle. So, minsan kasi lalo pagka tayo na sa crossing, doon papasok yung decision making. If you will pass through or you will stop or you will slow down. Next, evasive maneuvering and understanding vehicle dynamics. Aside from that, when we drive, we also consider yung distractions. So when we say distractions, may mga bagay kasi na habang nagdadrive, nagse-cellphone. That's why, nung pumasok ang 2000, pinagbawal ang paggamit ng cellphone while driving. So that's one form of distractions. So aside from that, di ba marami kayong mga kalokohan nakita sa FB. So during driving, you should focus on what you are driving. Drive lang, kamay ay nasa manubela. Sabi nga, eyes on the road, hands on the steering wheel. Ano pa? Altered state of consciousness and certain medical condition can impair a driver's mental skill. So what are the certain medical conditions? For example, nabibingi ka, lumalabo ang mata. So yun. Although the law does not permit some impairment, pero meron tayong conditions na ina-allowed naman siya under the law kapag binigyan tayo ng clearance ng ating ah, surgeon or doctor. So, ibig sabihin, allowed naman siya for certain conditions na bibigyan tayo ng permit to drive. As long as meron tayong capability to drive, although meron tayong permit. Pero under the law, when you apply, so dinidiscourage most of the time kapag meron. Kasi syempre, ang pinag-uusapan dito is public safety. So when we say public safety, it is uh, concern na dapat yung driver as much as possible is physically and mentally fit. So although meron namang permit na nagbibigay, nag-allowed if you have impairment. So it will be discussed later on in our topic. So what are those conditions? And then yung mga restrictions na yun ay makikita naman dun sa ating driver's license. Yung impairment. Sir, present ako. Okay, sige mami. Si J. Rob Olgado. Sige, I will noted. Olgado. Meron pa po ba ditong bagong dating? Okay po. So safety concerns in driving include poor road conditions, low visibility, texting while driving. So it is prohibited. So mas okay pa yung while you are driving, you are calling with a headphone or headset. Mas allowed pa yun. Dahil lang yung mata nasa daan pa rin tapos yung kamay mo nasa manubela. Than texting. Okay? Speeding, impaired driving, although prohibited pa rin siya, ano, pero mas safe. Ano. Deprived driving and reckless driving. So laws regarding driving, driver license, and vehicle regulations vary between jurisdictions. So meaning from states to states, merong konting variations, pero definitely when we discuss the general rules, so almost magkakasimilar naman siya. Kaya lang, kagaya sa Australia, yung na-discuss ko ng last time sa inyo, may mga tinatawag na novice, ano, kapag bago. Sa atin, we don't distinguish drivers, beginners, as novice or whatever. Ang tawag sa atin, students driver. Ano. So most countries have laws against driving under the influence of alcohol or other drugs. Kahit naman sa bansa, ano, bawal mag-drive kapag ikaw ay nakainom or lasing or nakadrugs lalo pag hinahan. So some countries impose annual renewals or point systems for driver licenses to maintain road safety. Sa Pilipinas, meron tayong demerit system. Kapag nahuli ka, tinatag yung points sa iyong portal kasi meron na tayong tinatawag na LMTS portal. So once you applied for driver's license or once you renew your driver's license, you are required to have your LMTS portal so that you can view if you have penalties and then doon nakatag kung yung record mo as a driver. So kapag ikaw ay walang penalty or walang points deductions, commonly makakarenew ka ng 10 years. Pero kung meron naman, makakarenew ka ng 5 years. And then on some pointing system, when we discuss on the later topics, mas makikita natin na pag tremendous or paulit-ulit yung iyong penalty or yung iyong tawag yun, yung iyong violations, mag-acquire ka ng certain penalties. For example, kailangan mo nang magkaroon ng seminar. Halimbawa, nakadalawa o tatlo kang paulit-ulit na same penalties. Ang tanda ko ay magkakaroon na kayo ng seminar. Required kayo. And so forth. So later on, we will be discussing all those violations and then on those violations, there's an equivalency. So ang mahirap lang naman pag nakahuli sa inyo ay LTO at saka HPG kasi nagkaka-record kayo. Pero pag nakahuli mga police, although hindi naman sila masyado nagtatag, and most of the time hindi sila nakaka-access dun sa portal, hindi naman tayo nagkakaroon ng demerit points dun sa ating LMTS portal. So iwasan lang na talaga natin mahuli tayo ng lalo ng LTO. Ano? Kasi HPG minsan napapakiusapan pa siya. Okay po. So far, do you have questions? Hello po.
Wala naman, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay. So you can interrupt me anytime. You can raise your hands if you have something to share, or if you have something to ask, or if you have clarifications or additional explanation of what I am stating. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay po. So, and then also please comment if my voice is too loud or too uh, tawag yun, masyadong mahina. Ano ba yung masyadong mahina? Bumobobo sa English.
Maingay, sir. Maingay din yan.
Maingay ba? Sorry, mahinang boses ko. Hindi kasi ako pwedeng masyadong sumigaw dahil tawag doon disturb. Hindi ko alam kung malakas ng boses ko ako yung naka-headphone. So the World Health Organization estimates that 1.35 million people are killed each year in road traffic. Imagine. So there are so many accidents related to uh, road traffic or road incidents. So it is the leading cause of death for people age 5 to 29. So why do you think most of the road traffic is between ages 5 to 9? Bakit kaya sa palagay nyo na most of the traffics ay nangyayari at saka mga aksidente ay ang involve ay 5 to 29?
Sir, paulit, sir.
So bakit kaya sa palagay nyo yung maraming mga nagiging aksidente ang involved ay ages 5 to 29? Sige, Jay, ikaw na rin. Ay, sige, Charles, Darwin.
Sir, ang base lang po 'to sa'kin, siguro po ano,
Yes.
yung sa edad po na yun, wala pa po silang masyadong knowledge about sa pagda-drive tsaka po dun sa mga
Mm.
mangyayari din po sa roads.
Okay, tama.
Yun lang po.
Tama siya, tama. Any additional? Yes, Jay. Yes, Jay.
Mga pasikat pa sir sa daan.
Okay,
Lagi
tama.
yan.
Tama rin naman. Yes, John Daniel, ang daya.
Yes, sir. Di pa ganun ka hinog o karami yung experience sa pag-drive.
Okay, tama rin naman. Yes, Mr. Jurgen.
Kasagsagan po sir ng ng pagkahilig sa pagdadrive.
Yes. Okay, so I think tama yung sinabi, tama yung lahat ng sinabi niyo. No? Ito yung mga edad na masyadong aggressive ang mga drivers. Kasi ito yung edad ng mga kabataan. At the same time, ito yung mga edad na karamihan wala pang mga lisensya pero nagdadrive. Yes, Mike Kelvin. Yes, Mike Kelvin.
Tagal pa sa pag-drive.
Okay, tama. Ano? So, ito yung mga edad na karamihan. And then, kung mapapansin nyo, if you will go to rural areas, many drivers on those areas have no license. So, if the drivers have no license, we are expecting that they have zero knowledge on road safety, kung meron man practical lang, and then in terms of preparedness, they are not prepared to drive. That's why they are involved on most of the accidents on the road. So, iyan yung mga edad, ano, yung 5 to 29. And then, why 5? Kasi yung 5, dapat yan ay nasa custody pa ng mga parents. So, nangyayaring aksidente kasi pinababayaan. Ano, for example, yung mga naglalaro sa kalsada, ano, di ba yung nakikita natin sa FB, yung mga nahahagip ng mga sakyanin, yung mga naglalaro sa kalsada, and then patakbo-takbo. So, yun. So, the origin of the term driver, as recorded from the 15th century, refers to the cultivation of driving working animals, especially pack horses or draft horses. So, the verb to drive means to force to move. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng drive. Or to impel by physical force. So, it is first recorded of electric railway drivers in 1889 and a motor car driver in 1896. So early alternatives were motorneer, motorman, motor driver, or motorist. So French favors conductor, the English equivalent for conductor, being used from 1830s, not of the driver but of the person in charge of passengers and collecting fare. While German influenced areas adopted fairer, the use of such drivers in 18th century, but shortened about 1900 from the compound Kraftwagen fairer. So in the words Fuhren or Lentenstern, all with the meaning which is steer, guide, and navigate was translating to conjure. Okay. Meron pong tanong sa etymology. Do you have questions in etymology section? None.
Wala sir.
Okay po. So, introduction of automobile. In 1899, an automobile was driven to the summit of Mount Washington, New Hampshire for the first time. So, the world's first long-distance road trip by automobile was in August 1888 by Bertha Benz, while of Benz patent motor wagon inventor of Carl Benz, which drove 66 miles or 106 kilometers from Mannheim to Forsen, Germany and returned. Shopee. May recording naman, may recording. I-post ko na lang yung recording later on. In the third experimental Benz motor car, which had a maximum speed of 10 miles per hour or 16 kilometers per hour, with her two teenage sons, Richard and Eugen, but without the consent and knowledge of her husband. So she had said she wanted to visit her mother, but also intended to generate publicity for her husband's invention, which had only been taken on short test drives before. In 1899, F.O. Stanley and his wife, which is Flora, drive their Stanley Streamer automobile. Ano ba, Chappie?
Sir, putol-putol ho.
Nagre-record naman ako, so I will post the recording na lang to review, para ma-review niyo yung dinidiscuss ko. Okay pa. Sa likod. Mahina kasi internet dito. Nawawala. So, yun. In 1899, Florida drove the Stanley Steamer automobile, which is called the Locomobile, to the summit of Mount Washington. And the 7.6-mile journey took over 2 hours. The descent was accomplished by putting the engine in low gear and much braking. Okay, driver's training. So, yan, nawawala ang internet. So, driver may be required to take lessons with an approved driving instructor. Kagaya ng sabi ko sa inyo.
Wala na ulit. Wala na. Wala na ulit yung signal.
Hello?
Yan. Putol-putol kayo, sir.
Manananggal.
Putol-malanggal kayo, sir. Putol na.
Okay, sa driver's training, so drivers may be required to take lessons with an approved driving instructor. So, on what I have discussed last meeting, sabi ko nga sa inyo, but state you is not allowed to take theoretical and practical driving course. Although we are certain na it should be included in our curriculum, that's why practical driving was not initiated on our university premises. So we're not allowed to uh, conduct a practical driving course inside the university. Unang-una, we have no approved tawag doon, driving grounds. Pangalawa, we have no approved driving vehicle. And pangatlo, we have no accredited driving instructors. And also, pang-apat, we have no driving franchise. So, yun yung apat na requirement. That's why, so we have a gap on our curriculum on how we can integrate this subject for a more practical applications. And may need to pass a driving test before being granted a license. So nowadays kasi, we are required that the licensee should have first the theoretical driving course, secondly, yung kanyang practical driving course, aside from medical and PSA or other tawag doon, documental requirements set by LTO. So almost all countries allow all adults with good vision and health to apply to take driving tests. So yun yung sinasabi kanina nga, the applicants for license should be physically and mentally fit. Ano? It's successful to drive on public roads. May audio pa ba ako? Ayan, naglalag. Okay, so in many countries, even after passing one driver's test, no drivers are initially subject to special restrictions under graduated driver licensing rules. For example, in Australia, novice drivers are required to carry the P or provisional plates. Novice drivers, yun yung students drivers atin. So while in New Zealand, it is called restricted or abbreviated by letter R. So many US states now issue graduated driver's licenses to novice minors. So sa atin, we consider